stun it. Ooh, Witchslayer almost certainly going down here. Trixie in a little bit of trouble here. Bombardier throwing his ultimate from the middle lane. Doing quite a bit of damage. Nymphora in a lot of trouble here. Nymphora does go down. So a double kill for Trixie. And he gets that serial killer streak. And so this is really not looking good for WAHL at all. I mean, they're definitely going to have to switch something up. Because after that, I really doubt they're going to be able to effectively maintain themselves in this tri-lane. I would potentially recommend maybe running the dual lane mid and maybe potentially sending someone up here just as a sacrifice, you know, leech experience and defend the tower. But you know, definitely things are not going very well for WAHL at all, especially with a 2,000 gold differential, only 6 minutes in the game.
Yeah, that's pretty huge, especially 6 minutes into the game, simply because, I mean, we're not even halfway to the concede mark. We've been playing for just like, what, half of that, and at this point, I mean, that's a lot of gold. As I said, the Gladiator showed us his early advantage with that Bloodlust kill by picking up his life tube 3 minutes into the game. He hasn't even gone boots yet, although arguably he probably could within the next few minutes. But, I mean, this is also showing that in the bottom, like, Fresh is kind of the sacrifice right now for MSI, simply because look at that ward battalion we got downstairs going for Krylie here on Slither. He's just really keeping this lane really nice and pushed. But I mean, even if you win one lane, losing the other two, as it's very evident that they are losing those other two, I mean, it's probably not going to end up as a good thing in their favor. So I saw the Gladiator go down.
Yeah, actually at the top lane. Yeah, actually I didn't catch that either. Swindle, did you catch that?
Trixie just cut out of position. He actually picked up his Vanguard before he died, and he's sitting at only 200 gold. But I mean, I think when he comes back, because he was actually out of mana there, that's part of the reason they were able to kill him. But I really think WAHL is going to be in a tough spot here as Trixie comes back with full health. I don't know if they can stay up here for that much longer.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I just want to point this out, a very nice ward placed by Nova. I've never actually seen that ward before, but that's actually a very well-placed ward. I mean, just the vision that it reveals and whatnot. I mean, yeah. Props to Nova on that Glacius.
Yeah, a little bit of death here from neutral creeps. Revi a little too overconfident against that. Is it double stacked creep camp?
You think that was on purpose? I mean,
no, it was not.
Might have been on purpose. I mean, that's quite a misplay.
I mean, he might have expected to spin. I mean, he was getting hit for about 2-3 seconds by 5 creeps that didn't spin, but I mean, that's luck for you.
The RNG system.
Yeah, actually, Bombardier picking up a haste rune at the top, as a matter of fact.
Well, Madman going down south, as a matter of fact. But Slither is definitely winning this lane. He's the only real mark of hope at this point for Wallen, as he's doing pretty good against a fresh Madman, as that's a very signature kind of move that he likes to do, and a lot of people get intimidated by that. Now, of course, I mean, even if Fresh is kept down, we're looking at a Gladiator right now who is sitting at 330 gold per minute with a Bombardier, you know, to boot. You know, he's matching all that very nicely, and it's just not going to be looking very good up top. I'll tell you what's not also looking good down south. No Tail taking out that Slither, so a little bit of revenge there. Haste runes are a beautiful thing, aren't they, Joe?
They absolutely are. I mean, I was looking at this team composition. Like, I really do think that Hellborn has the, you know, overall just game advantage with the picks. It looks like Axe going in on top, and Axe taking out the Glacier, doing so much damage with that newly found spin, and actually taking out Voodoo Jester as well, doing just a massive amount of damage. And it looks like they might be going in on Trixie. Trixie does use his boat, but it looks like Axe and Witchslayer choose not to chase, which is probably the right idea there. And meanwhile, at middle, so much action going on. No Tail taking out that Soul Stealer. And as I said before the game, you know, Bombardier he really does have an advantage against that hero. And you know, the really, like, yeah, once again, the only lane that's doing well is that bot lane, that Slither. But I mean, even if the Slither is keeping that Madman down, his like farm is really not that like useful. I mean, obviously in comparison to you know, a Soul Stealer or an Axe, or even a Witchslayer for that matter.
As a reminder, Ja, we're not playing Dota. I kind of cracked up a little bit when you said, in comes the boat, and it's a chariot.
Yeah. No, I always use just Dota terms. It's a bad habit.
It's all right for the viewers, for their pleasure and their consistency. Let's just say Axe is a Legionnaire, a boat is a chariot, and I think that was all that I heard. But yeah, at this point, I mean, Revy came up here, he grabbed himself 2 quick kills, and that was really a good mentality kind of thing here for Wallen, because because 8 to 4, I mean, any kind of kill you can land right now on MSI is going to be bringing you, clawing you back up to the surface, as we are, almost 2,000 experience, 2,000 gold in the negative here, which is pretty good against teams such as MSI. I saw one game where they went 44 to 4, which is kind of terrible, but at the same time, yeah,
pretty bad.
They're doing all right. I mean, as long as they can keep the pressure up here, look at this Gladiator getting focused down.
Ooh, top lane.
It's gonna be all right for them.
Let's hope so. It looks like Gladiator successfully avoiding a gank there. But looks like, ooh, Bombardier with another haste rune. Looks like he's trying to come in, trying to take out that Nymphora. But, ooh, that's just doing so much damage. I didn't even think that would kill him, as a matter of fact. But No-Tail successfully taking out that Nymphora, using those haste runes to his advantage very well. So, definitely props to No-Tail. Once again, this is not looking too good for the Legion team. The 2,000 experience and 2,000 gold advantage is really starting to hurt them. And if they don't pull something off quick, I mean, things will just continue to go downhill.
So, Swindo, I mean, we're obviously paying a lot of attention here to the top and the mid. I mean, this Bombardier is definitely doing a good number here on the Soul Steer. What happened down south? I mean, ever since Krylie died, what have they been doing? Do you know?
Well, Slither's trying is basically getting every creep. That's why he's sitting at about 73, 12 minutes in. Madman, however, is 51, but he's really just been sitting at his tower and nuking the creeps as they come, because Slither just keeps his wards up and keeps the lane pushed. They might look to get the tower. I mean, 300 out of 1,300 at the moment, so if he's lucky, he might be able to push this down, but we'll see. Yeah, Slither actually picked up his Vanguard, though, so that's not bad.
Yeah, definitely that tanking ability is definitely going to help them out quite a bit. But something that will really help out Wallen right now is if they take down this bottom defensive tower. It is falling pretty low. I'm not exactly sure if other people on the team have TPs. It looks like the Voodoo Jester has a TP. And yeah, Voodoo Jester is the only person with a TP at the moment. But if they can take this tower, that's definitely going to help them get back in this game. And it looks like it's almost about to go down. Looks like Slither might be able to get... Ooh, and he... gets it. Very nice and well played by the Slither. And looks like Madman might be a little bit of trouble here too. Might be going down.
Yep, he's dead.
Ooh.
He's dead.
One hit.
Yeah, looks like he is going to go down. So well played by the Slither. Slither's actually doing a phenomenal job. I mean, looking at the gold differential, it actually fell down to only 300 after that. I mean, excellent play by Cheerly.
I call him
Is that how you pronounce it, Cheerly?
I call him Krylie.
Krylie. Oh, I always pronounce things off. But yeah, well, anyways, Slither, good job.
Yeah, the bottom lane definitely getting absolutely one out there by the Slither, even landing a kill on the Fresh Pro himself. That is going to be a good amount of hope. He's the rising star, so to speak, of WAHL right now. Going with that, up top, Nymphora is going to get charioted, but no, she moves forward just in time to get out of that. Voodoo Jester just walking around here, but I'm not too sure what Nymphora was trying to do. She kind of looks a little bit lost. So a 1-for-1 kind of there. That looked like a silver bullet. We don't even have a
Soul Stealer coming.
But yeah, the Soul Stealer is going to come in here, but the Madman is also going to be coming in as well. A 2-for-2, so to speak. But no, the Witch Slayer is going to go down as well with a Bombardier to his face. And it was Hellborn that actually picked up that kill, which is a little weird. Soul Stealer is in a little bit of trouble in these forests without any kind of support at all. Nymphora, that's not Nymphora, sorry, that's Legionnaire, as he kind of looks lost in this forest. Did a tree grow back and he's stuck in there? No, okay, he was just... playing around. Not too sure what Madman wants to do about it, but I really have doubts he can take out a Legionnaire at this point. Ooh,
Nymphora teeping in, but okay, I thought they were one, but might potentially go on him, but it looks like they're choosing to back, which is probably the right decision. Did Legionnaire buy back there? I'm pretty sure I wasn't fully paying attention, or did he just respawn on the timer?
I don't think he went down.
Because if he bought back there, I mean. No, he did. He absolutely went down to, yeah, he actually, okay, according to Mock, yeah, he did actually buy back. So yeah, I mean that's definitely gonna put a lot of hurt on that Legionnaire's farm. I mean it's 15 minutes in the game and he's sitting at Steam Boots, an Iron Buckler, and 2 minor totems, with only actually 800 gold. I mean he's not doing all that bad, but you know definitely could be better. Ooh, it looks like Nova going down in middle to the Witch Slayer and Slither combo. I didn't catch the entire fight, but you know.
A graveyard.
Well, comparatively, Trixie's sitting at 348 gold per minute, whereas Axe or Legionnaire is sitting at 211. I mean, that's really where the big difference in this game is. That and mid with SS at 237 and No Tail almost 400. I mean, those are where the 2 real big differences in this game are right now.
It's all about the money, folks. Money hurts. Money buys happiness and love, and maybe even a dead gladiator. But yeah, definitely a dead gladiator. But that was a really well placed ult there by the Bombardier, taking down this offensive triple heroes here. But not even going to land a kill there on the Revy. Revy goes down. It does look like that the Nymphora got out as well as Mr. Pink. So that'll be alright. 1 for 1, but they got the experience and they got the mentality that yes, we can take him down if we really want to. So I would hardly discount WAHL down and out of this game. Ja? You still around, buddy?
You know, I mean, it's hard to say. Like, I mean, you know, MSI has like, I mean, they have a pretty substantial advantage. You know, I mean, even though like, WAHL does have 2. I mean, the Soul Stealer is sitting at 250 gold per minute, and you know that Slither is sitting at 370 gold per minute. But you know, I mean, looking at just the overall team compositions, I mean, I really think MSI is just gonna, like, unless the SS gets substantially farmed, they're gonna win almost every single team fight engagement they get into, depending on how they play. But you know, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see. You know.
Speaking of how they're playing, Swindle, how are they playing? I mean, you kind of a little quiet here, buddy.
Well, I mean, personally, I think Bombardier is a ridiculously broken hero, but I mean, MSI, you know, they are considered the best team in Europe because they play good, and I mean that's what they're doing. Can't really say it more than that.
Yeah, actually, it's a little bit of misplay from Wallen at the top lane. I mean, that Witch Slayer did in fact miss his stun, and that Axe getting caught after denying that tower. So, you know, they definitely, I definitely think they should have just, you know, went straight back as soon as they got that the deny off. But you know, I mean, once again, they are taking a lot of pressure from the MSI team, and MSI has a substantial advantage in this moment, and you know they're capitalizing on it, and they're doing what they need to do. So MSI is actually, you know, they're playing well. You know, I mean, they deserve this advantage that they have so far.
Well,
it really comes down to that tri lane, to be honest. I think I mean MSI really just outplayed them. Although I mean I've seen MSI run this tri lane with Gladiator and 2 supports probably, you know, 30 something times, whereas I've never actually seen WAHL use Axe. So I mean, experience as well, something should count on.
Well, we're just about to hit the 19-minute mark here, folks. We're at that 16-9 is the score. We got an Invis Bombardier coming out into the middle. This could be very fatal for the Soul Stealer, or we're just going to do a quick look around as he's just going to do some scouting. But it really comes down to a lot of things that everyone is really kind of saying here. Nymphora is going to be finding this Bombardier, but at the same time, nothing's really going to be happening there. But yeah, I mean, we haven't seen really a Legionnaire in a competitive play in a long time, whereas we do see a lot more of the signature MSI tricks coming out. So that being said, I mean, Revy also just recently joined up with Wallen, so it could be just kind of an idea of, you know, it's a new composition, new member to the team. Maybe they haven't quite ironed out all the details yet, but level 9 on this Legionnaire compared to like even a level 12 or 11. I mean, he's a little getting under there. His farm is definitely hurting. What do we usually do with an Iron Buckler here, Ja?
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna go for a Vanguard or not. I mean, it's kind of pretty late in the game for that Vanguard. It looks like something's getting a little bit getting set up on bottom. Slither's actually taking the Voodoo stun, followed up by the ground. Looks like, ooh, Voodoo